Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, locals are invited to share lunch at the Breaking the Bread community event. Bay of Plenty Regional Council's Regional Infrastructure Fund looks set to be oversubscribed, and RDC Roading Manager Peter Dine says he thanks local drivers who patiently put up with yesterday's closure of the Utahina Bridge. Rotorua personality Kingy Biddle and friends and whānau are trying to recreate the good old days in the city by planning a massive shared lunch at Kurau Park. Mr Biddle says they want people to enjoy the community spirit they enjoyed growing up in Rotorua, so have named the shared lunch event Breaking Bread. He says he wants people to go along, sit down and break some bread with their neighbour.
Breaking Bread is the name of the event that myself and our whānau here have created, and what it is it's a shared lunch. It's going to be a shared lunch here in Kurau Park, a place that holds many memories for us here in Rotorua, and the main goal is to bring the whole community together under what a wonderful opportunity to break bread. The meaning of to break bread is two people breaking bread, sharing conversation, getting to know one another over food.
Kingy Biddle says the shared lunch is on this Sunday, November the 4th, and the team is hoping local businesses will offer some help with tables, chairs, prizes for participants and anything else they can offer. The event will be alcohol and drug free and will be held under the trees on the Ranulph Street side of the park. If you'd like to contribute tables or other items for the shared lunch or have any questions, email Mr Biddle on breakthebread, one word, and then the number 512. So that's breakthebread512@gmail.com. A fund set up to kickstart the development of major infrastructure projects in the Bay of Plenty is likely to be oversubscribed when applications officially open. The Bay of Plenty Regional Council's Regional Infrastructure Fund opens next week for formal applications. The Council has set aside $38 million in its 10-year plan for projects that promote sustainable economic growth or promote environmental protection and enhancement. Strategy Manager Fiona McTavish says that following a recent expressions of interest, it was obvious that demand was likely to outweigh the amount of funding that will be applied for. Ms McTavish says the process has also highlighted that due to the high demand, applications will need to provide a strong business case to be considered for the hotly contested funding. Organisations considering applying to the fund are invited to attend a public briefing on Thursday, 8th of November at the Orchard in Te Puke, starting at 2 p.m. RDC Roading Manager Peter Dine says he thanks local drivers who patiently put up with the closure of the Utahina Bridge yesterday. The one-day closure was to enable beams and the deck of the new bridge to be lifted into place and for fitting final beams on the existing structure. Mr Dine says the work could not be carried out safely, with traffic continuing to use the bridge due to space limitations. He says the work was completed earlier than expected and the bridge was reopened late yesterday afternoon. And in sport tonight, Bay of Plenty netball fans were satisfied with the win by the Silver Ferns against South Africa in Mount Maunganui last night. The Ferns predictably ran away with the game, winning their penultimate Quad Series match 63-24 at the Tech Arena. Meanwhile, in the earlier game, the Australian Diamonds produced a dominant display against England, winning by 57-35. The Diamonds and Ferns clash in the last round of the series in Hamilton on Thursday, but the New Zealanders would need to win by almost 50 goals to be able to claim the series on goal percentage. Go well, girls, anyway. To the weather now, Rotorua, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, increasing fine spells, southeasterlies, an overnight low of 10. Tomorrow for Tuesday, becoming fine with southeasterly winds, a high of 20 and a low of 6. And the outlook for Wednesday, continuing fine with light winds, a high of 21 and a low of 7. And to the marine forecast for tomorrow Tuesday, southeasterlies 15 knots, easing to easterlies 10 knots in the afternoon and dying away in the evening. Waves less than half a metre, and yes, good news, continuing fine conditions. And don't forget, for program listings and other info, check out our website tvrotorua.co.nz. And coming up after the break, Carly Jackson meets with local designer Adrian Whitewood to talk about her latest award win. Alan Solomon investigates an inspirational photographic concept, and Kingy Biddle has more on the Breaking Bread community event this weekend.